push the pedal to the floor, blow 'em all away. Yeah, you see I'm getting closer.
7 kilos, and now her opponent from the United States, Kendall Rusing. Her official weight, 89.9 kilos. Leticia Cardoza versus Kendall Rusing.
Today is usually the only day I don't train, is the day before competing. So today I woke up, I rushed down to breakfast because I almost missed it. Actually, I went to weigh-ins first. So I went to weigh-in and then I ate breakfast. After breakfast, went back to the hotel room and went on a nice little walk. So I walked and went to a coffee shop. Then I got a call back and said that I needed to come do all my promo stuff. So we did like videos and photography and all those good things. Then got back to my hotel room, and the day before a fight is always interesting because usually I just spend it doing like promo and catching up with friends, and it's like I try not to do too much work on those days. I'm like a chronic overworker when I'm traveling, so the day before I compete I really try to stay off some of those things, so it just ends up being like fight promo and hanging out with Chris, my partner, and yeah, just relaxing. So just enjoying like soaking up all the fun. So then we came over to the venue. We're here now and we got to do like the ceremonial weigh-ins. We're gonna do a YouTube press conference here pretty soon. But this is really like my favorite part, is like the day before and the day of, where you just get to soak in all of the energy, all of the love, be in the venue, and you get to see your opponent, and there's kind of this, you know, this tension, this energy between people that you're gonna fight. And so that's gonna be really fun.
I will say the nerves and like the spiciness started creeping in like while I was getting ready to leave the hotel. I started feeling like my belly gets nervous and I get a little more edgy and a little more like don't talk to me. But I'm feeling good. I'm reading this book right now called Return to Love, and I was reading part of it today, and it was a nice reminder of like surrendering the outcome and kind of just for me today, the goal is just to be here like and do it with my heart. Like that's kind of the mantra, is like just do it with your heart today. Like that's all I can really control, and I know that if I do that, I'm gonna have a good experience. And I don't always actually know what the best outcome is for myself, right? I think that's a really hard part of being human, is like the things that we care the most about, we don't want to surrender. Like those are the things that we hold tightest and try to like mold and contort. And with that being said, like today my goal is to surrender the outcome, because I actually don't know what's gonna happen exactly today, but to do it with my heart and trust that if I do it with my heart, then I'll be like with me, with God, with love, with the universe, like with all that is right in the world, and I'm just gonna go have fun. So I'm definitely feeling nervous. I was nervous when I got here. I'm feeling better now that I kind of did a little bit of meditation, got into my zone, and we didn't warm up yet, so I know I'll feel even better when I warm up, start sweating, having a good time, getting intense. The music will shift from like low-key music to like really intense music, so that will be good. And then I'm gonna go out and do some work and do my job and have a good time. I think that's what I expect of myself today, so I'm excited. Preparation before I compete has changed over the years. Right now, like I said, I was doing some reading earlier. I did some meditation, kind of like some heart-centered meditation, just to get in the zone. And I like doing that when I'm in the arena or like in the backstage area, because I get to feel the venue and feel the energy here. So doing that mentally, I have some mantras that I say. Like one of them that I'm using for this event is like, go with your heart, like do it with your heart. That for me kind of encapsulates a lot of where I need to be. Like when I am doing it with my heart, everything else falls into place. My body does what it needs to, my mind does what it needs to, like timing, everything is perfect. So other than that, like physically, I got my Jocko Fuel recovery here with me, so a lot of good stuff in there. I had a protein bar a little while ago. I can't eat that close to like fight time, because I get like my stomach gets all nervous. So I had a protein bar and like a fruit smoothie, and I may have a coffee here in a second, although I'm feeling pretty caffeinated already, so I don't know if I need that, but I always have one like on standby just in case. And yeah, we're gonna do some warm up. I like to get nice and warm before I compete, so I'll do like some stuff to warm up my core, my legs, especially the areas I've had injuries in the past. I want to make sure everything's feeling good and prepped. And then we'll just do some rounds, like do some rounds with Chris here. And honestly, like I like to do like a couple different versions of things when I'm getting warm. So I'll do like some spicy stuff, so like 30-second like hand fighting and hitting the head, because I need to like, okay, someone's about to try to hit me, so let me be prepared for that and not be shocked when someone hits me in the head, because it's gonna happen. And then just moving through positions so that the body's fully primed and nothing comes as a surprise. That's the goal. It's like kind of, if you imagine that middle of training, like for me, like the beginning to middle of training, like before the halfway mark, I usually kind of have my best roll. So not at the very beginning, not quite in the middle, but right before. So I try to recreate that feeling in my body with the training that we're going to do here. And I get in the zone with my music, and I do my thing. And as the energy is going to be on point, the mantras are going to be on point, and I'm going to go do it with my heart. So that's really all I can say. It's funny, we were walking around today, like we were reminded of like the GSP, I don't know if it was an interview or I forget when he said it, but he talks about like walking around in public on the day that he fights to remember that like everyone is just going about their daily life and no one really gives a shit about what I'm doing today. And like the perspective of like this is not that special, but what a cool thing that I get to do this as far as like this is my day in the life. This is what I'm doing today to live my life, and to view it as that and have it be special and fun and exciting, but to not overthink it as if it's, you know, gonna make or break my life. So I just need to go get myself to that warm period of a training like I was talking about, and then I'll go perform well, and the rest is up to God, not me.
Stay attached. Stay attached. Yep, keep her on the edge. Don't let her rock out. Don't let her walk out. She's not going to go forward. Right side. Just guard your right side. Yep. She's just going to go backwards. Try to guide her back in if you can. She's just going to go backwards. There you go. Win inside position. Win inside. There you go. Yep. Control it. Control it. She's not going to go forward. She doesn't have offense. Keep cutting her off. 1 minute down. Keep moving her, just keep moving her. Don't rush, keep moving her. Keep moving her, yep, keep her in the center. Yep, just keep following her. Nothing there, keep following her, keep following her. Yep, you're gonna win inside every time. Let's mix it up a little bit. Head, body, head. There you go. Nice. Bring her in, bring her in, bring her in, bring her in. Bring her in, bring her in. Stop. I like it. There's nothing coming after that. Keep moving her, keep moving her. Keep playing with the base. Body head, body head. Doing great, she's got no control. Three minutes down. Body head, mix it up. You're good, you're doing good. Just get a rhythm, mix it up. Yep, mix it up. Keep mixing it up. I like it. Yep. She's going to square up off the 2-on-1. There you go. Nice. Don't let her close. Hey, Komodo. Komodo. Just circle to the right. Heavy, 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 heavy. Good. Stay by the hips. Crab walk. Crab walk. 5 minutes. Heavy on your right shoulder. Yep. Try to face her chest to the ground. Yep. Yep. Head up, chest up. Don't go cross body. Get parallel. Get parallel. Yep. Parallel. Yep, put weight on her upper body. There you go. Make her go chest down. You're good. You're good. Yep. Yep, she doesn't have mechanics there. Just watch the closed guard. Yep. Keep inching your way up. Yep, yep, I like it. I like it. Drive towards the head. Keep driving towards the head. Yep. Yep. Be ready for that trap when she lets go. Yep. There you go. Head up, head up, head up, head up, head up, head up. There you go. Crab walk. Crab walk. There you go. Don't rush, don't rush. Keep working the elbow up. Head up, head up, head up. There's nothing there. Keep her hips flat, keep her hips flat. If you want to get your knee out, free the lockdown first. Free the lockdown before you get that knee out. 3 minutes. Don't pass, don't pass, don't pass. Hips low, hips low. Don't get your knee out yet. Get rid of that. There's nothing there. Nothing there. There you go. You got to free that lockdown to clear the knee. Two minutes. 2 minutes. Keep working the elbow higher. You're doing great, you're doing great, you're doing great. Just a matter of time, keep that position. Yep, 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 keep walking it up, keep walking it up. Okay, get rid of the lockdown first. Get rid of the lockdown first. There you go, you're good, good. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You're almost out, you're almost out. Heavy knee pressure, heavy knee pressure. Now you can use your hook. Seconds. Keep working the arm triangle. There you go, this is your game. Toes together, toes together. There you go, heavy.
And still, Polaris Open Weight
That was so fun. Yes. Okay, sure, yeah. Yeah, no. It was like such a crazy moment to be gone for so long and then come back. And they were asking about opponents, and when they came up with you, I was like, the main reason I said yes, I was like, oh, because I actually really like her. It makes it so much more fun when it's like someone who's not a bitch.
Yes, yes.
So, and I know you gave up a lot of weight, and it was a big trip here, and you've been doing stuff in the gi. So, man, I really appreciate you coming out and
Get all training. Like, you need to
I
lie,
know.
you know,
Man.
like a heavy train.
Man, I saw you were in is it ADX
Yes.
with Louise, right?
Yes.
And I was watching the video. I was like, man, this poor girl's like trying to help someone else get ready for the gi, and then she's gonna fight. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I need
But-
to, tomorrow I'm going to Abu Dhabi. And I
Really?
need to lose like 70 kilos there. And I'm like,
Oh.
maybe, I don't know if I
Get-
set the fight because it was like 3 days between the tournament. Like too much difference. My weight was like, I'm gonna try to keep a
Yeah.
little bit over and then I lose
But it's
like
hard
water.
because you want to be lower, yeah.
Yeah.
At least now all those girls will feel small. Because they're not going to be my size for sure.
And he's in my camp.
Yeah, sure. Hey. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming and doing the fight. It was so awesome to have. It's always the best when you guys are around at tournaments. Like when Polaris was asking about opponents and different people, and we came up with TC, I was like, yeah, because I actually like them a lot. Like they're fun to be around and the energy's good. So I appreciate you guys. I know you've been busy flying around doing so many things. So yeah, it was great. It was a good fight. Please, yeah. The picture girl, I asked her like, oh, how's my hair? And she was like, no. I was like, wow. We good? We look good? We look beautiful, right? Perfect.
Last night was a really crazy experience because I feel like it was one of the first times that I really, really, really surrendered all of the results. I was like, felt myself having some like internal conflict between wanting to be like, okay, I need to win, and then also like I need to relax and like surrender the result because I actually don't know what's gonna happen. And the surrender ended up winning, and there was a moment in the warm-up where I felt like my energy shift to like just so much happiness and so much love and energy like kind of come in. It felt like I was like trying, like all of yesterday felt like I was like trying to like step into shoes that didn't fit anymore, like shoes that I was familiar with as far as like my competition shoes or like that persona of like Queen K didn't really fit anymore, but I had to like grow a new pair of shoes like during the event. So anyway, I ended up growing them and that was great, and I got there and went out, and honestly like everything that I see on camera when I watch the match back, like how much I was smiling, how happy I was, like the energy, it was real, like it was fully me. And I remember saying before the match, like what I want people to think when they, or feel when they see me on camera is like they get all of me, like on camera in a fight, like that really just is fully me, that's who I am. And I was able to really do that last night. So I feel really proud of that. Like I feel really proud of being able to go out and just be myself and be authentically me, because for so many years I fought really hard to need to be this like champion, winner, very specific archetype of a person like out on the mats. And I really feel proud of the fact that I don't need that anymore. And I think not needing that allows me to step into a bigger, powerful version of myself, because I think who I can be authentically is actually bigger, more true to myself, more powerful than the archetype that I tried to be before. So now I'm just Kendall. The goal in this stand-up was to work slowly into some of my stand-up attacks. Like I was gonna wear her down for a longer period of time, because Leticia's very cagey on the feet. I knew she was gonna be very guarded. She wasn't letting me use any underhooks, collar ties. She was clearing everything that I had. So I knew it was gonna take longer to wear her down and hopefully get to some of my stronger positions. And I watched the match back yesterday, and I could tell that like every minute I was getting closer to scoring. And so I think another minute or two on the feet and I would have ended up scoring from there. I was getting in stronger positions. I was controlling the mat the whole time. But then they ended up setting us at 5 minutes in. They set us in this combat stance position. That's like a Polaris thing they do if they want more action in the match. They start you in this double combat stance. So they started us there, and I ankle picked her to the ground. I started passing. I ended up passing into like a smash half guard position. She went for a Kimura. I had a body lock. I was holding her really tight from there. Then once I freed the Kimura, I was having a hard time freeing my right leg. Man, her lockdown, her legs are so freaking strong. Like I could not, I've never felt someone's legs that strong in half guard. I was like, this is so crazy, like trying to unclamp these legs. And I'm usually like very good at getting that position quickly, but man, it was like really in that position, it was just keeping the faith that like I was listening to my coach and like thinking about the stuff I've been working on. It's like, if I just keep the pressure and like slowly but surely like keep making this worse centimeter by centimeter by centimeter, like she's gonna give up. She was trying to go for some guillotines and things. But I never felt too threatened. But once I finally got my knee over her thigh and started moving in that mount kind of like quarter guard position, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pass now. And there was about a minute left. I ended up passing into the mount finally. I was going for an arm triangle. She ended up getting her arm out. There was a moment where I got to a gift wrap where I tried to turn her face down because I was gonna look for a rear naked choke, but I knew there were like 20 seconds left. So I was like, how can I get the submission finish in this last couple of seconds? So I started turning her to her face. She turned back in. I went for a arm bar. I stepped over. I sat back, and I was cranking on the arm, and the time ran out. So I definitely wish I would have had a little bit more time to finish that submission. But at the same time, I mean, who knows? Like I was getting desperate for this submission. She's super strong, so things were getting real scrappy, and I think that was definitely the most fun part of the match for sure. Yeah, the what's next question is funny because I always say like I have all these goals and plans, and I used to be a big like 3 or 5 year plan person. And then life changes and things change, and so you have to adapt as you go. So I would say like one of the things I'm thinking about for sure is ADCC 2024. That's definitely up there. I want to come back and have a win there. That would be the dream. But also I think I'll end up fighting, you know, doing some more super fights against like getting some titles in different organizations. Like I would love to have the Who's #1 heavyweight belt. Polaris is definitely one of my fondest memories as a black belt because it was kind of like my first big like big girl black belt show that I came out and won my first title. It was like my first big belt that I had as a black belt once I started fighting at the professional level. And so yeah, I am a big fan of Polaris. I support them so much, and it's one of my favorite places to come back and fight. Especially as an American, it's fun because you come in and almost the athletes are European, right? It's like a big European show. So it's fun to have like Brazilians and Americans come out to the show too because the crowd is always so fun. You definitely get that like UK crazy vibe that everyone loves here, and everyone's just here to party and have a good time, and you feel that from the crowd when you're fighting. And yeah, it's just a really fun event through and through, and I can't thank the Polaris team enough for having me.
You running up the road, so get out the way. Push the pedal to the floor, blow 'em all away. Yeah, you see I'm getting close, I accelerate, going faster.